In my classroom, I use the concept what we call representational fluency, and what that allows, especially when we're doing project-based learning, is to allow students that are strong in concrete models, students that are strong in pictorial representations, and students that are strong in abstract thinking work together. And what that allows those kids to do is work off each other and learn from each other. And that way, that puts the emphasis of learning on them, and it gives them some autonomy and creativity to be able to realize, you know something, I have done this, I can do this, and I have confidence in myself. Just keeping those kids on that track, knowing that I can do this, I will do this, that's the key. I do not allow the words I can't, I don't, and I won't in my classroom. That basically shuts the mind down, and that's the last thing we need for our kids to have, is to have their minds shut off.
I personalize my teaching to the individual needs of my students by building a relationship with them, by getting to know them at the beginning of the year and letting them get to know me. Once I know them, I can better understand their strengths and their weaknesses, and I'm able to group my students according to their needs. We work in small groups, and I have stations set up in the classroom so that the students can rotate from station to station while I work with a small group of children who might need a little extra help. I really believe in my students. I believe they can do anything that they want to do. I grew up 5 minutes from the school that I work at. I want to be the inspiration to them that if I could do it, that they can go to college or do anything that they want to do. And let them know that I'm here for them. Even when they leave George C. Clark, they can always come back and visit, and a lot of times they do.
I am passionate about teaching. I make sure that every student in my classroom receives what they need. I develop my classes and plan my lessons according to my students' specific needs. My centers and my classes are developed in order to differentiate instruction. My responsibility is to ignite in my students the passion of learning, the passion of being someone in life. I believe that there are not barriers, there are not borders, nothing that can stop you from reaching wherever you want to reach. More than anything, they feel loved and welcome. I care about them, I worry for them. I care about their whole personal life. I'm not worried just about the grade. I go further, I go the extra mile, and my kids know that. We are a family. I am honored to have the opportunity to make a difference in one student at a time.
I personalize my teaching on a daily basis by showing students that they are capable of doing anything they want to do. Basically, I teach them that everything is relative, meaning that they have the power to make those decisions and to form their own future. That creates opportunities for differentiation, which means that every student will learn at their own level. In my classroom, that looks like students talking. In the classroom, we call it accountable talk. They really want to be listened to, and I try to be that for them. They are having discussions according to their understanding of whatever concept or skill we're learning. Everybody contributes according to their ability and according to their comfort. Show the personality that you show at home or that you show anywhere else, because that's the one you're going to have with you forever, and that's the one you're going to have to learn to develop in order to become a contributing citizen of society.
The best way I personalize my teaching is that I form really strong relationships with my students. I want to know about them, and I want them to know about me. I want them to know that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to take risks, and that's what learning is all about. The more time you can give them individually or small group, the better attention you're going to get from them, the better focus, and that desire to want to show that they're learning from you. As a good teacher, you've set those centers up to where they're actively doing things that are going to help them become better learners and better students. I have a 30-second news that I do in my classroom where the children have an opportunity to share something that's going on in their life. I hear about loose tooth, I hear about baseball games, grandmothers, vacations, birthdays, celebrations. I sometimes hear about a dead goldfish. One of the best things is that relationship. I share my life and my family. Mr. Walker is my husband, and that's what I always call him, is Mr. Walker, and they think that's very funny. They really have a love for my family, just like I have a love for them and their families.